Hello everybody, welcome back to Minecraft with Modpack All the Mods 5. This is episode 11 and I did a few things off camera. Um, First things I did was get some plastic from industrial for going. Uh, I started the process with the fluid extractors and oh no, actually first things first, I moved my energy production with the diesel, and I made it a bit prettier. Um, it's just all the cables and everything is in the back of the wall. It's the same setup, just a bit more tidy. And I don't have facades or anything like that, like covers or something that works or work with anything besides applied energistics. So I can't cover these, but trapdoors will do. So basically, oil comes in, goes to the refinery makes it into diesel and ethane. Diesel goes there, ethane goes there. Diesel goes somewhere along the line of to the back of the 6 diesel generators that we have, and ethane goes through the back to the mixer. Mixer makes polyethylene, I believe it was called, and again, polyethylene just makes plastic pellets, which is kind of full. And that's the setup is the same as it was before. And I also replaced my silent mechanism, or what was it called? Silent mechanisms, or doubling system with thermal. It's not triple like in silent with a chance to triple, but it's a lot simpler. You only have 2 machines, and basically have importers and exporters from refined storage. Importers are in the back, and the exporters are just exporting all the ores to the pulverizer, then imports everything from the back, and then the furnace imports everything from the top, which I need to populate as a list. For now, I didn't do it. And one more machine that I needed to place somewhere, and I didn't have any specific spot for it, so I just placed it here, is the latex processing unit, and with water from a sink, of course. We'll just make plastic pellets, I believe, small plastic pellets, something like that. And you can do pretty much the same, yeah, tiny dry rubber, sorry. With 9 tiny dry rubber, you make dry rubber, and then you cook it, and you get plastic from industrial foregoing. Um, the wood is being placed by a block placer. Actually, let me show you. Yeah, it's a mess down here, but that's why I'm hiding it. There's a factory block placer, not a big deal. The only downside is that it keeps a massive inventory with an exporter underneath. So it's like a big stockpile of wood that I don't particularly need here, but what can you do? And actually, I might be able to just keep 64. I don't know. Maybe there's a way, but I couldn't be bothered at the moment. And it does place a block above it, but it does need a form of timer. So I'm just gonna put it every 2200 ticks, so that's 10 seconds. It will try and place a block above it. Um, and power is underneath, and the liquid extracting from the fluid extractors are on the corners here and here, and they go to the actually they go to a tank. the liquid goes to a tank, and the tank, for example, has almost 9 buckets of latex at the moment, but this tank will not output, not the tank itself, the pipe will only work if I apply a redstone signal, because, for example, for some crafting I need a bucket of latex and I don't want to wait forever to get a bucket, so I'm just gonna hold it here, and if I need lots of plastic I can just trigger this, and as you can see the latex goes to the latex processing unit. I probably double clicked, yeah. So as you can see it fills up this machine and then it produces more plastic. It's just a way to buffer some latex in case I need it. And that's pretty much what I did here. It's not nothing special, nothing different. It's just a basic setup for industrial foregoing. Basic doubling ores with refined storage, and that's pretty much it. I just made it look nicer. I didn't touch the auto crafting system. I did empty my um, um, the coke oven. Yeah, coke oven with the creosote oil. It's full again, but I did empty it once completely, and I made all the planks that I could, and now it's full again. So we should have a lot of treated wood for the moment. And I also made a I'll get back to the spawner in a second. I forgot that we were doing the excavator. The spinning disc, the basically the like the jaws or the the buckets that mine, the actual mine, the this segment of the excavator, it was 1 block higher. That's why it wouldn't work no matter how much power or whatnot I did. I troubleshooted it for a long time and I don't know, I finally got it that it was a bit off. So I made it, I got it to work, and just to show you I put a normal chest, not an ender chest here, just to show you how much ore I got from letting it run for, let's say, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. I got one piece of iron, but a lot of copper and a lot of gold. I was expecting a lot more iron, to be honest, but yeah, copper it is. So now I can actually replace it with an ender chest that I think I have on me, yeah. And that means that I can actually stop doing the chest, the normal chest, and avoiding having to come here all the time to check if the chest is full. It's just a HV capacitor with a flux point. I also moved my solar panels in the mining dimension because it's constant daylight. It's always daylight here, so I don't have to worry about the fact that at nighttime my quarry doesn't have power. I made 2 more basic storage capacitors that only have 1 million FE on the same network for excavator to buffer it, and that's pretty much it. That's my solar panel for the base. This is on my base network. Just a little bit of help from solar. I made an infinity drill. I used one of those potions for all the modium to see it, and I went in the ocean, mined quite a few actually, all the modium ingots, and I made an infinity drill, which apparently, if you just charge it up, it goes from one tier to like a higher tier. And once it gets to a higher tier, it actually mines bigger and bigger areas. So, for example, right now, mine can got up to 7 by 7. So You just charge it with energy and, it gets more powerful. No material needed, no transfer, no stuff. So yeah, that's interesting. I moved the things under here, the pillars, the ones that you needed to power this machine. Oh, I forgot it's on 7 by 7. Okay, so the pillars, energizing rods, I just moved them underneath. I didn't test if it works, but I hope it does. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did here. Why do I have one dark stone? Anyway, back to the spawner. So I made a spawner because I made syringes basically from RF tool utilities. It's just a basic syringe. You just smack one type of mod until it becomes 100. I don't know if it's needed or not, but you just left click with the syringe on one mob, and that type of mob will be, you'll get the essence of it. And then you make a mob spawner from RF tools, and you need these little beams. So you just make these little matter beamers, and you have to put some kind of material in it based on the mob that it's inside the spawner, and it will just spawn mobs, yeah. So for example, right now I have a pig in there, a pig syringe. So in order to get said pig syringe, you just smack a pig with a syringe, and then you got it. And it requires, for pigs for example, it needs 0.1 leather, 0.2 something dirt, gravel or sand, and then something living 20%, which can be like I don't know, wheat, cactus, any kind of plant as far as I'm concerned, any kind of raw food like fish, whatnot, flowers, anything that's living, right? Or was, I guess. And when you have the amount required, it will spawn one of the mobs in here. These are just conveyor belts to channel everything towards those two player damage traps from dark utilities. Yeah, I'm sure you can look it up, but it's just cyan dye, some phantom membrane, a diamond sword, and these blank plates, which are black ink and stone. So it's not really expensive, and two of them seem to be enough. I have more, but it was pointless to make them and put them here because I don't think it needs more than two. It works perfectly fine as it is. And right now I'm lacking a lot of nature something because, as you can see, I uploaded a lot of dirt and leather, but the only natural thing that I have is more or less leaves in my case, and you can walk on these conveyors if you hold shift. And the leaves that I have are from those hopping bonsais, but I'm running out and they don't provide a lot of material. So I don't know. I'm trying with sugarcane because I have quite a lot. So we'll see. And you just put the material inside. I might be able to automate it in some way at some point if I automate sugarcane with a block breaker or something. And the moment you get materials, you see the beaming lights, it just spawns the mob. It's simple. And then those little carpet things, they just kill it as a player would, so you still get experience on the ground. If you're staying here, you can actually collect experience. And yeah, I have a syringe for a creeper, a ghast, a guardian, slime, skeleton, squid, wither skeleton, chicken, sheep, zombie, and cow. For example, I would like some squid. And if I want to do that, I need to change the syringe in the spawner. And this one requires plant, dirt, and ink sacs. So it's usually something that it gives you, like for the slime, it requires slime balls, but a lot less than you get from mobs, so it's 0.1, not 1 per spawner. So you still get a profit out of it. But right now, if I get some ink sacs, I don't have a lot of them, but let's say that I do get some. In theory, I should get spawning some squid. I might need more plants. The plants are 20 and it's a lot. It consumes it quite quickly. As you can see, it's uploading or it's beaming the materials, and soon enough we'll get a squid. Today. Yeah. Am I missing something? Oh, dirt. Okay, so when you change the syringe you lose the materials inside. Oh, that's not good. And there you go. Squids. Now I don't know if they die on sand without water. If they die, yeah, they do. After a while. Okay, so if we leave, I have my magnet on me. But if I didn't have my magnet, no, I don't. Anyway, they just die. They don't need to be killed, but they die. This is a ender hopper, vacuum hopper that basically just absorbs everything, every item in the world in front of it, or in a specific range. So that's how I get the items, and puts it in the ender chest, and job done. Now, I think I need more squid inks for it to work. Yeah, no, I need more plant again. So I don't know what I'll do with the for plants because it's very expensive on that category. So that means I need massive amounts of one thing, like a farm. I got 27 ink sacs from 2, and they're not consumed yet. So yeah, it's quite useful. I'm gonna go back with the slime because I think I'll always need more slimes. I used the pigs just for a little bit of meat to get some food, as I was running low on food. So yeah, everything is cleared up. And unfortunately, I don't have access to my wireless here. I might do something about it to get access all the way here, because it's annoying to have to walk away. But, um, let's see. At refined storage. If I want to make another quartz enriched iron and one of you and advanced processor and more quartz enriched iron. Are you not making? No. Okay. There you go. And now if I take my cable, I can, in theory, go towards here, to the back, or the bottom. Where was it? The bottom. Alright, so I can actually go to the bottom, because I will place machines to autocraft here eventually, so it's not like I'm wasting cable. I'm just gonna have to replace it with imports instead of cable. So there. Alright, 32 blocks. Can tell it's there, and now hopefully I did it right and I can access from here. Yes, I can. Very nice. So we needed slime, gravel, and some kind of living matter. So slime, 4 should be enough for the moment. Gravel, 2 stacks should be enough. And plant matter. Let's see if industrial hemp works. If not, oh, I don't have enough sugarcane anymore. I don't have enough cactus, I don't have enough wheat. I have seeds. A lot of seeds. And hemp seeds. Alright. Let's see if it works. Do you work? Yes, you do. Very nice. Slime. Gravel, gravel. And yeah. Let's see, do you work? Yeah, you do, okay. But I have a lot of seeds for the moment. Okay, so now I should be spawning slimes once it gets to 20 nature. There you go, a very tiny slime. I never seen it spawn bigger slimes, only the small ones. But, meh, I don't know. It seems to be fine because I got a profit. So yeah, that's all I did off camera. I know it seems. Oh, I also did this. It's a simple matter receiver from RF, and I made a charge porter so I can just get back home wherever I am in the world. For example, we just go exploring and we want to go home quickly, or we just found what we needed for whatever reason you want to go home. You can shift click and select what destination you want to go if you have multiple destinations set up, and then you just right click and boom, you're home. It uses a little bit of energy, but you know. Oh, hold on. I forgot to replace this. Actually, um, marble. I believe that's marble, right? Yeah, yeah, okay. And I have an exchanger, which is an amazing tool because you can do that. Ta-da! And you don't have to break blocks and, you know, make a mess. And we want one more lantern, the last one that we have. Well, we can make more, just to be sure that we have it. We have them in the future. And yeah, this doesn't look good here. So maybe here? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so yeah, that's all I did. I know it seems much, but it's not really that much. I just made a hole in the ground. I made some beams you can look up the recipes. There's no point in me showing you all the recipes for everything because NEI or JEI is amazing, so you can just find them by yourselves. The spawner area is dark, so in theory mobs well, not passive, aggressive mobs could passively spawn in there, but I believe they just spawn in the cave underneath. And yeah, I didn't do anything else with immersive engineering because I did this and it works. But if I see it, I don't know, not producing anything for a while, I'm just gonna move it somewhere else. But for the moment, this is what we got. In theory, we can also make another one if we want, because we could produce. We need to go mining for iron because we need a lot of iron. Also, we need sand. We could make another excavator and power it with another. One more solar panel would be enough to power two of them, I believe. So we can move the one that powers our base. We can move it to this network excavator, and we could, in theory, power another excavator. That would double our ores, but we would need to somehow find a place where it has a lot of iron, because I have a lot of gold now and uh, copper. Because you can see I have almost 850 gold and a lot more copper, 1.6k copper. But I don't have a lot of iron. For some reason, the sample here that I found says that it has laterite, I believe, contains iron, but the saturation is like 0. So I'm assuming that's why we can't find a lot of iron, sorry. So now I just want to make sure that I have this on the list. Yeah, it is. Okay. Because, yeah, I have a lot of copper. So I want to process it. And yeah, now we need to continue our evolution basically. But I was thinking to get some better weapons or armor, that kind of stuff, just to avoid dying. Alright guys, unfortunately, of course, we have reached the limit of time limit of today's episode, so hope you enjoyed my experiment with this episode, and tell me what you think. Should I do more offline camera, uh, building and creating and crafting, or should I put it all on camera? Thanks for watching, you're amazing.